What's up, guys? It's your girl Matt Cox. Now this is a super impromptu video. I have a video on my channel that's going viral right now, and it is the hat box. And I'm getting just so many questions, and I realize that the questions are probably from the people who are newer to using a Cricut and maybe newer to using Design Space. So I decided that I would just talk it through just a little bit and maybe address some of the questions that people have had. I thought about doing this live, but I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know, the timing wasn't great, but I want to hurry up and get this out to you guys. So this is an impromptu video, and I'm just going to walk you through how I do this. Now, this is a hat box. The box is from SVG Cuts. I do not love the fact that I've been seeing people share the file, and I believe that somebody knocked off the file and then they just shared it to the world, and that's just not cool. As an artist, we just need to, and creators, we just need to respect the people who originated the file. And I believe that that was SVG Cuts, and we want to be sure to buy the file from SVG Cuts. The information is in the description bar. It hadn't always been there, but it's in there. Y'all just refuse to read it. It's where can I get this file? SVG Cuts. So now I'm saying it again. What size are the pieces? I don't know. The way that I resize a template is just kind of spacing all of them, ungrouping them and resizing them all at one time. So that way I know that all the pieces will fit on a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. I do not know the individual sizes of each and every piece. There might be a video out there that tells you that, because there have been several videos that have popped up within the last week that are all also going viral at the same time, which is dope because that means everybody's eating, and I like it. So check those out. I'm going to show you how to do it. But one of the things that I think that people are not doing is realizing which file they're opening. So when you download the file from the website SVG, it's going to come in a few different ways. And if you choose the cut lines and you don't change them to like scoring lines, like I'm going to show you, it's a thing. And I think that's where a lot of people are getting tripped up, because I keep seeing people say that their lines, their tabs are getting cut off completely. I do not have the file of where to get that sticker. If you want to do a like a sports themed hat, that gold sticker, I don't have that, but I'm assuming you can Google it, grab an SVG and print it out, do a print to cut on gold cardstock. I can't see why that wouldn't happen. I've seen people doing a print to cut on the center panel. I'm probably going to do another one of those. This is just me showing you how to upload the actual file to Design Space and get it ready to cut. I'm not getting ready to do an assembly video. I've already done 2 of those. So again, I just want to show the new people how I do this. Let's see if I can do it again. I did it earlier for a woman who was in my DMs. She was just so frustrated, and I get it. You know, Father's Day is coming up. You want to do this project for Father's Day, and you're like, how the heck do I do it? So I am going to share my screen. We're going to make it wider. All right. I am going to go to New Project. I am going to go over here to Upload. I am going to delete this so we don't get confused. And I just uploaded the new version of Cricut to, well, not, yeah, the new version of Cricut. I bought a new computer system and all that. So this is all new to me. So we're going to upload an image. We're going to hit browse. We're going to go find this image. Perfect. Mine is here. So you'll see that this is, let me see. Okay. So you'll have this. This is what you'll see originally when you download it. So you're going to want to go to the SVG files. Now you have extras, and then you have the ability to do it in pieces. And this will all be told to you in your PDF. If you open up your PDF, you'll see it. She'll show you which ones are which and how. But I'm just going to go to SVG files. Then I'm going to go to extras. And there's one that says solid score lines. That's going to be if you want to use your scoring tool. If you have the scoring roller tool on the Maker, I actually prefer to have the bendy tabs. The scoring tool works too, and I'm not sure which one I used for the for that red one. I think for the black one I used the one that does like little tick lines, like hash marks, and then you can just fold them over. I think I prefer that way. I don't know. But for this one, we're going to go to, I'm not going to do the solid square lines. I'm going to go to the entire baseball cap separated. So we're going to open that. And we're going to leave this just as it is. You can add tags if you want. You can rename it, whatever. It's up to you. We're going to hit upload. Then we're going to go and click on this uploaded. And we're going to hit insert images. It's going to come in hot. Look at how big that is. Like, why is it so big? I don't know, but that's how it's coming in. So we are going to change the size. So in the bottom left-hand corner, we are going to zoom out a bit. We're going to zoom out to 25%. Great. Then I'm going to take this whole thing. I'm not resizing it. I'm just moving it down here. And I'm going to scroll down the screen just a little bit. Now, the object of the game is to enlarge this, because if you do it like this, it's going to be a much, much smaller, cute little box, but it's tiny. I want to make this box as large as I can for a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. If you're using an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, you're going to do the same steps, but you're not going to be able to make it as large, I don't think. So the object of the game is to find the largest shape on this mat. And I can see that it's this hat, this section of the hat right here. I know that that's the largest image that I'm going to need to cut. This baseball over here, I don't need to cut that. So I can really delete that, but whatever, we'll get there. This is the largest shape. So I'm going to grab a box. So I believe that they changed the dimensions of how large you can cut, but that might be with the Cricut Maker 3. So let's not even get into that. On the old school regular design space, the largest area that you can cut on a 12 by 12 mat is an 11.5 by 11.5 image. So I'm going to go to shapes and I'm going to pretend that this is my mat. So I'm grabbing a square. Where is my square? There's my square. And I'm going to take this square and I'm going to, again, pretend like it is the mat, the actual cutting size of the mat. So I'm going to go 11.5. Where it says size, we're going to change that to 11.5. And I'm going to hit enter. I didn't unclick this right here. I need it to be a perfect square. Now, I am going to take this and hit arrange. And I'm going to move it or send it to the back because I want it to go behind this image here. So what we're going to do is take this and put it on top. And I'm going to try to make this shape. Everything is grouped together. We haven't ungrouped anything. I'm taking this whole image right here. And we are going to make it larger. We're not going to unclick this little lock. We're going to make it all equal to itself. We're not going to skew it. We're going to just make it larger until the largest image right here fits on this mat. If it can fit, everything else can fit. So we'll go, and I'm enlarging it a lot. I'm just dragging it, and then I'm going to enlarge it some more. I'm going to scroll down just a little bit so I have some more room, and I'm going to enlarge it some more. And now I've enlarged it to, it's way too big. Not way too big, but you can see that it's hanging over here and hanging over here. I don't have to worry about left and right because that's just going to work. So I'm going to shrink it down and move it, and right there, that's the money spot right there. I have no idea how big that is, but that will cut. It's just barely on the inside of that. See? So I can see that this actually fits on the mat and it will cut. So everything else will work for this. So now we need to figure out these lines, these cut lines and whatnot. And I can see that these are the dashed marks right here. Make sure that it's not straight, because if it's straight, it's just going to cut that actual shape out. You want to make sure that these tabby things here have dashes on them. Okay. So now I'm going to get rid of that square. I can find the square over here, and then we can delete it. We no longer need that square, so I'm just going to delete it. Now I've clicked everything and I'm going to hit ungroup. I haven't moved it. We're not going to resize it. We're just going to hit ungroup. I'm going to grab this baseball here and I'm just going to delete it because I don't need it. I'm going to grab that red thing there and I'm going to delete it. We don't need that. I'm not touching anything over here. Okay. I'm scrolling all the way up to the top over here in my layer section. Now these two things here are separate. So if I were to hit make right now, this is what you're going to see. The lines that cut and the lines that score are going to be on these gray sheets of paper. You do not want to see any of this gray. This means that this is going to cut and you're going to be upset and you're going to be messing up some paper. You don't want to see that. So what we're going to do is cancel it. And everywhere you see these two right here, a basic cut, you are going to click where it says entire baseball cap separated. You're going to click that and go down here and attach. This is attaching this score line right here to this piece. You want to make sure that that goes together. So you're going to hit attach. Then it's going to say attach. So then you're going to go to the next one. You're going to hit attach. You're going to go to the next one down here. You're going to hit attach. Attach. You're going to go down here, hit attach. I'm touching the entire baseball cap right here, not the one that's attached, that's already attached. Click that and hit attach. It's a little time consuming, but it works. You got to go find the next one right here. This one needs to be attached. Attach. Scroll down, find the next one where it's not attached. There are some shapes that will not have any score lines, like this one right here. This shape does not have any score lines to attach. Don't freak out, that's fine. This one also doesn't have anything to attach. That's fine, not a problem. There are some that don't, but we're going to be able to check our work to be sure that we've got all the ones that we need to have so we don't make a mess on our mat. Click this and we're going to hit attach. We're going to go find the next one. This one here, we're going to click attach. Scroll down. And you want to do this individually. You don't want to just grab the whole thing and attach it, because then again, we're going to have a mess. This one here doesn't say attach. Attach it. And I think there's one more. Okay, let's check our work and see what happens. I'm going to hit make it. So we should not, see, right here, something's not attached. It is, oh, there's two things I can see, maybe even three that are still not attached. Let's go find them. So you're going to hit cancel and we'll scroll down and I can see it right here. These right here needs to be attached, all three of these. So I'm going to hit this and we're going to attach it. I'm going to go scroll down again, grab the next one, attach. And if you can't tell what I'm grabbing, look right here. Here's the last one. It says entire baseball cap separated. Right here I can see a basic cut and I can see that that's a score line. Even though it's going to cut, it's still scoring in a cut fashion. And I can see that these two do not have the word attach. So we need these two to be attached. So you do that by just clicking this right there and hitting attach. And that should be all. Let's check our work. You're going to hit make it. We're not going to make it, but we're going to hit make it and be sure that we don't have any gray boxes. Perfect. Okay. So now you can see that we have dashed marks right here, and that's exactly how it's going to cut. I've been asked how many sheets of paper you need for this. If you're doing it the way that I am, this way, just like this, you'll need 8 sheets of paper, 8 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. There's some things that can only cut one image because it's so big, like this, for example. It's only going to be able to take one. Here we go. One item is going to be on 1 sheet of paper. I hope this helps. I think you guys were just opening the wrong file. I think you guys were. So I just grabbed this guy right here. I know that it's not the back. I might drop a picture in this, and the way that I would do it, this is where it's going to get complicated. So if you just want to make the box, stop here, hit make it, and then go on ahead and look at one of my assembly videos or somebody else's video, whatever you need to do to go on ahead and do that. Now, if you want to do something where you've got that printed hat, I don't have it. I don't have one to show you guys right now, but there are people who are printing like Nipsey on there, the Lakers like Kobe Bryant on the front of the hat. It's actually super dope. And they're doing a print to cut. So they are printing this one on a regular sheet of paper, and then they're having the Cricut cut the shape out, and then they'll use this in the dead center of the hat. You can get super creative and funky with this. So I'm just going to rotate this around. I didn't change the size. I'm just rotating it. And the size of this is actually 5.235 by 7.038. We don't want to mess with that. But we can blow this up a little bit so we can see it. So we can see it a little better. Now, if I were going to get loose and really try to make a funky hat, I would do this. How can I do this? We are going to go to print and cut. As I am editing this video, I realized I didn't show you guys how to upload a picture, and I just feel like I'm going to get questions about that. So I'm going to go to a new project, and I am going to, I guess I will pull in this guy, even though, and I'm going to just show you how to, I'm going to ungroup all of this. And I'm going to show you how to upload a picture for your print to cut really quickly. So assume that all this has been resized perfectly, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go over here to the top left. And actually, before I do that, let's do this. Let's get rid of this guy so you can actually see, because during the video you can't see. So over here to the right is where your ungroup and your duplicate and stuff is. So that's where, when I tell you to ungroup it, this is where it is, over here. Okay, I'm over here under operation. It says basic cut. We're going to go down to where it says print then cut, and we're going to hit standard. And then I am going to go to upload. And we're going to upload a pattern. And you're going to browse your computer. And I believe I have a picture or something on my desktop that I can upload. Let's upload this guy. We are going to upload it just as we see it, as a print then cut pattern. And now I am going to go over here. This is already print then cut. It's already selected. I'm back underneath operation, and I click that question mark, and where it says color, we're going to change it to pattern. And we can see that the Disney castle has now been added. So I'm going to add that. This would actually be a dope hat. And now this is where you begin to customize it, and you just click filter. I mean, sorry, you don't click filter. You click edit pattern. Highlight your image here, and you're going to edit your pattern. And this is where you can tweak this and center it and that kind of thing. So that's when you begin playing with it, trying to get it centered. And of course, like I said, you can play the guessing game and that kind of thing. But that's how you get whatever pattern you want on that center piece. You're just going to upload it as a pattern. Okay, I feel better about that. Standard. Then we're going to change this little blue box here to a pattern. Then we are going to, okay, say I want to do Juvia's Place. These are the dividers in my current planner. We're going to pick Juvia's Place. And there we have that. And then we're going to edit it. So maybe I want a Juvia's Place hat. Do I want a Juvia's Place hat? I don't. But we're going to move it. We're going to scale it so that she sits right dead center. And we're going to alter it horizontally and vertically until we get what we want. And you have to do it by using these arrows here. And if I guess I can guess right here. Let's say 50. Let's move it down 50. Now let's move it down more. Let's move it down 60. Let's move it down to 90. See what we get. Nice. Let's make her bigger. It's too big, too big, too big, too big. Should have left it the way she was. And then you can just keep playing with it until you get what you want. I was closer before I realized that. But I did want to make her a little bit bigger so that she pretty much sits. Ah, there we go. I want to get that white line. I don't want to see that white line. Will I see it? Yeah, I will. Can I make you a little bit bigger? And you guys just keep playing with it until you get it how you want to get it. And you can rotate these and scale them differently, however you want to do that. And you just keep tinkering with it until you get it where you want it. Now, I could obviously just punch in some letters and numbers at this point, but I'm having fun. This is all about couture crafting right here. Just doing stuff by hand, putting in the extra work that nobody else is going to do. Who else is going to sit here and do this? Y'all. You guys will. All right, let's bring her down. I actually might do this hat. Why not have a Juvia's Place hat? Why not? Oh, I need to make it a little bit bigger so that I'm getting rid of this right here. But you guys get the gist of it. And then you would come out of here, and then eventually it will hear what you told it to do. You know, Cricut is a little on the glitchy side, so it's going to take it a minute to recognize exactly where I placed this, but it will eventually do it. See, it's all mad. It's all confused right this second, but. And then you just go ahead and hit make it, and it's going to tell you to send this one to the printer. See? And that'll print like that, and then you cut it out, and then you use that as the center, and then you do some funky other color panels to match it, and then bam. That's how people are doing that hat. All right, guys, I hope that this helped. I hope that I said something different that I didn't say before. I hope that you saw how I opened it up and which file I used, because I think that's where everybody is kind of getting askew and messing up. All right. If you have any more questions, let me know, and I will see you guys on the next one. Okay. Bye-bye.